listeners. I'm Lita Johnson, and I'm super excited to be here. I hope you are too. I've been given a wonderful opportunity to get in front of you and talk about some passions. And one of my passions, as you'll learn, is health and wellness. And my ultimate goal is to give you some focus areas and tips to get you started on your health and wellness. So I have a lot of passions. Many of them include reading, quilting, and really anything health and wellness related and anything exercise and sports related, as I'm an outdoor enthusiast and fanatic triathlete and athlete. So I have been super blessed to take my passion for health and fitness to create my business called Head to Toe Coaching. And at Head to Toe Coaching, we help individuals who are struggling and worrying about their health, whether it's managing weight or exercise, disease, stress, sleep, anything general wellness related, transition from a place of fear and inconsistency and negativity to a place of empowered thoughts and beliefs, really allowing you to achieve your goals and embrace a healthier lifestyle and showing up every day as the best version of yourself. So starting or beginning a health journey can seem daunting. I get it. I've been there. I'm still there. So I'm going to cover 7 key areas, focus areas on health and wellness to get you started. 1, prioritize sleep. Develop a sleep routine. What happens when a baby doesn't get sleep? They're cranky, you're cranky, they don't sleep, you don't sleep, and then you're tired the next day. Focus on getting 7 hours of sleep per night, create a sleep routine. Number 2, eating empowered. This includes things like eating whole foods, limiting added sugar and processed foods, and connecting to the how, when, and why you eat. These are the things that include things like, well, why am I eating? Am I bored? Am I restless? Am I depressed? Or am I over celebrating actually, right? To what you're eating or how you're eating, right? Slow it down, allow the digestive enzymes to coat your food so that you digest your food properly. And where are you eating? In your car, at a table that's nicely set up. Are you on front of the couch, in front of the TV? So think about where you're eating as well to connect to the mindfulness and mind-body connection, and ultimately to the intuitive eating. So also in this, I would also, let's talk poop and our urination. What we excrete does make a difference in our health. So there are some key areas to look at there. The important thing is to have daily bowel movements. I know when I talk to my clients, many of them don't. So if you don't, we need to work on that. Number 3, drink water. Every part of us is water. We're 75% water. The earth is 75% water. We need it for our skin, hair, organs, bones. And I like to say that our organs are like flowers in a garden. If we don't water them, what happens? If we're chronically dehydrated, what happens? We're apt to get disease or be unhealthy. Movement and exercise. I do separate those, right? Movement is good for our wellness. Exercise is good for our metabolic conditions. Movement includes things like taking the dog for a walk. We get outside, we decompress, we unwind, we're out in the elements. That's all great for our mental well-being. Exercise, on the other hand, is intentional. It gets our heart rate up. It helps our heart. It helps our metabolic conditions like blood pressure and cholesterol. So we want both movement and exercise every day. And don't sit too long, because that is our new disease as well. We're sitting in front of the computer, in front of the TV, and on our screens way too much. Next, we want to work on stress and anxiety management. More than 25% of Americans are chronically stressed, and stress wreaks havoc on our body, emotionally and physically. So we need strategies or processes or systems for ourselves to deal with the stress and management. It's never going to go away. We just need to learn how to get out of the fight or flight response that we have that impacts our health. We also want to look at quality, positive relationships and connections, right? It is a fact that people with solid relationships and connections live longer and are happier and healthier. And I'm not talking that you have 1,000 Facebook friends. I'm talking about quality, meaningful relationships. And in this, I would like to ask you to think beyond just your immediate friends, families, and other groups that you're part of, but think to the community, maybe volunteering, getting outside of yourself, greater than yourself, because those people are statistically also happier than most. So I'm going to wrap up our focus areas with number 7, which is fun, joy, and laughter, right? Let's have some fun in our life. Let's be silly. Let's goof around. Let's bust out in a dance move. Let's bebop to some music, right? How many times have you been driving and the person next to you's got loud music on and they're bebopping and you just smile, right? That's relaxing and it's fun. We need it in our lives. It's spontaneous often, but sometimes we need to plan for it. So get that fun on the calendar. It could be a weekend away. It could be a night out with your spouse. It could be time with your girlfriends, but also get that fun on the calendar for you. So those were some focus areas. Sleep, eating, drinking, moving, stress, and relationships and fun. Now, I know that seems like a lot, but what I'm going to ask you to do is take a moment after this video to sit quiet, take a couple breaths, and ask yourself, is the one thing that I did differently today that would improve my health, what would it be? So take that one thing now. So these are tips on actually how to begin a health journey. So take that one focus area and work on it until it's a habit. And then when that becomes a habit, pick another one and then pick another one and pick another one. So just bite-sized chunk things down so that you could really focus on getting something implemented into your life that's positive, right? Then I want you to, in this whole process here, think about progress, not perfection, right? We're human beings. We're not intended to be perfect. Give yourself some grace. You've probably been following a habit or doing something for years or decades, right? So be kind to yourself. And if you come off of the intention or you derail from your plan, that's okay. Give yourself some grace, but get back on that plan as soon as possible. Don't say, oh, well, I might as well just blow it for the rest of the day or the weekend and I'll start again on Monday. No, it's progress over perfection. Get back on your plan as soon as possible. Celebrate your successes. Every time I talk to a client, 100% of the time when I ask them how their week went, they tell me about their failures. And to fail is really the first attempt in learning. It's just a way to give you feedback, to sit and say, well, what could I do differently the next time? And we do need to think about, how we want to do it differently, but we really want to celebrate those successes. We have them. We need to look at the positive things and we need to build on those successes because over time they'll make a big difference. And lastly, I'm going to ask you to establish a health plan. We have plans for everything else. We have plans for our home. We have plans for our kids. We have plans for our career. But do you have a health plan? So if you need help with establishing a health plan, reach out to me. I've got a couple tools, a circle of life and a goal setting sheet that can help you with that plan. But I definitely would include this plan evaluation yearly, at least. So I'm going to wrap up to say health is not a destination. You don't just arrive at health and you don't stay there. So I won't lie to you. It does take work, but I know you can do it. And I'm going to ask you to not wait for a symptom or health event to take action. Get started today. Thank you, everybody, for listening to me. Have a great day.